This is High School Clubs, the show about the clubs that actually change your life. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
The clubs that actually change your life. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're talking about Robotics Club, where you get to build actual robots and somehow that counts as homework.
It really does, and honestly, it should count as like 3 classes because you're doing engineering, coding, and sleep deprivation all at once.
The big league for high school robotics is First Robotics Competition, started back in 1992 by inventor Dean Kamen.
Dean Kamen also invented the Segway, so his track record is like mixed, but first turned out to be genuinely huge.
Over 100,000 students compete in First every single year across dozens of countries, which is a lot of robots and a lot of stressed parents.
Each year, they release a brand new game challenge, and teams get exactly 6 weeks to design, build, and program a robot to compete.
6 weeks sounds like a lot until week 5 when your arm mechanism breaks and your programmer hasn't slept since Tuesday.
The robots can weigh up to 125 pounds, which means these are not your little toy bots from the toy aisle.
These things can fling game pieces, climb structures, and navigate autonomously, which is a fancy word for the robot makes its own decisions.
Autonomously, I love that word. It sounds like the robot is just vibing and making life choices.
Which honestly describes my robot's behavior in practice runs last year. It kept driving into the wall with full confidence.
Wall meet robot. Robot meet your destiny.
But here's the cool part. Even if your robot is a disaster, the skills you pick up are genuinely career-launching.
We're talking CAD software, mechanical design, Java or Python programming, and the deeply underrated skill of soldering without burning yourself.
Emphasis on the without burning yourself part, which is more of a goal than a guarantee, honestly.
Studies show that students in first programs are about 50% more likely to pursue a STEM degree in college.
50%. That's huge. Imagine going in just wanting to build something cool and accidentally deciding your whole future.
That tracks because Robotics Club has this sneaky way of making hard subjects feel urgent and real and actually fun.
Like, you don't care about gear ratios in math class, but when your robot can't lift the ball, you suddenly care a lot?
Applied learning, baby. Nothing teaches you physics like watching your launcher fling a ball directly at a referee.
Robotics also teaches you something schools don't always drill hard enough: how to work on a team under real pressure.
There are programming sub-teams, build sub-teams, strategy sub-teams, and even a business team that writes sponsorship proposals to fund the whole thing.
Yes, companies actually sponsor high school robotics teams, which means students are pitching to real adults and getting real money.
It's basically entrepreneurship practice wrapped inside a robot costume, and I think that's kind of incredible.
Some teams raise tens of thousands of dollars in sponsorships, which goes toward parts, travel, registration fees, and probably pizza.
Definitely pizza. You cannot build robots on an empty stomach. That is a scientific fact I just made up but stands.
The competition field is also wild. It's like a sports arena with crowds, announcers, alliance selections, the whole dramatic thing.
And there's an alliance system where teams pair up strategically, so you're also doing diplomacy and negotiation in real time.
3 robots on each alliance competing together, which means you might go from rivals to teammates in about 30 seconds.
It's chaotic and stressful and apparently completely addictive because most Robotics Club members never want to leave.
There are alumni who come back years later just to mentor, which tells you everything about how much the experience means to people.
If your school doesn't have a team, you can actually start one. First has resources to help brand new teams get going.
All you need is a faculty advisor, a few curious students, some floor space, and a very high tolerance for zip ties.
So many zip ties, robotics club runs on zip ties, optimism, and caffeine.
And the payoff is real. First scholarship programs have awarded over $80 million in scholarships to alumni over the years.
$80 million. That's not a club. That's a pipeline to your actual future dressed up as a really fun extracurricular.
The robots are cool. The competition is intense. But the community is honestly the part people talk about most.
There's even a first motto, gracious professionalism, which means compete hard but help your opponents fix their robot if it breaks.
Which is genuinely rare in competitive environments and honestly something the adult world could stand to learn from 15-year-olds.
Hard agree. Be competitive and kind. Revolutionary concept, apparently.
So if you want to build something real, learn something real, and maybe accidentally figure out what you want to do with your life, Robotics Club is it.
And even if you figure nothing out, you still built a robot, which is objectively one of the coolest things a human can say.
Couldn't agree more, Terry. Thanks for building the future with us today. See you next week on High School Clubs.